Alrighty, good evening everyone. Welcome to another spiritual chat with myself, Lady M, and of course, little Rio here. Let me just put Rio there. There, you can see Rio now. So we've got myself and little Rio. So I'm just waiting on people jumping on and then we'll get started tonight. Now, there are no readings tonight. Tonight is all about spiritual chat. We'll be going over crystals, the use of crystals. We'll be going over some spiritual tools that you can use and different ways of using crystals, etc., etc. And of course, we'll be talking about a little bit about journaling. Hello everyone, welcome in. So for those that don't know me, I am Lady Moonlight. I'm an elder traditional witch. I'm also a spiritual reader and I'm also a Reiki master, among other things. And I usually come on a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday to do card readings. So that's where most of my followers usually see me from. And then on a Wednesday we do various spiritual chats. So tonight it is just a general spiritual chat with questions and answers, etc., etc. So I'm just waiting on a few people jumping on and then we will get started. I hope everyone is doing well this Wednesday. It's been really sunny here in Scotland. Please excuse my... Oh, what are you doing? Are you going back in? You're not coming out? Alright. You're not coming out? Oh, you decided to stay in your cage today. Usually Rio comes out, but he's decided to pop back in. Hello, Kelly. Welcome in. How are you? Lovely to see you. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Lovely to see so many people jumping in. I'm really good, thank you, Kelly. Been a chill day in the sun today. So I've been doing pretty much just chilling and answering a lot of messages today. I got extremely load of messages today, so I had to sift through all of that. But apart from that, it's been a really chilled day. I hope you've been fine. Absolutely lovely to see lots of people coming in tonight. Alrighty. Well, do you know, I used to do like 6-7 days readings on TikTok or on Facebook, etc. But I've kind of narrowed it down to 5. So really, I do have kind of Saturday and Sundays days off. So it's not too bad. But thank you anyway. Let me just see if I can share this to my subscribers chat on... Oh, yeah, I can, I think. I think I can share it out to Messenger. Give me a second. We should be able to share this to Messenger. Bluebell. And... Alrighty, there's Bluebell. Hello, Bluebell. I have just messaged you. Bluebell, could you nip over to subscribers for me and just pop a little note in and let them know that we are live. I think I put a note in the moderators chat group, but I forgot to put one in the subscribers one, just to let us know. Rio is in his cage, but he's got the munchies, so I don't know why he doesn't want to come out just now, but he's having a cage day. As you can see, his cage is open, but I think he's more, I'm going to eat my munchies tonight. He is. Now, you may notice if Lulu does come on that she's not on the mods at the minute. Lulu has been extremely ill in the hospital, and bless her heart, she does try and come on and do moderating, even though she's kind of held up in the hospital. So I messaged Lulu today and said, you need a rest. So she's not on the mods, but I'm sure she'll join us. She'll still join us for our lives, etc., etc. And we all wish Lulu a happy and speedy recovery. Alrighty. But we do have Bluebell. We do have our Bluebell, and we have me, and we have Rio. So tonight is a little bit different. It's not readings. It's just sharing some information about crystals, anything spiritual. Questions are welcome, but please, no questions about relationships or pregnancies, etc., etc. Because one, I don't do those type of questions because Spirit don't answer them. They just don't answer those type of questions. But anything spiritual regarding what happens after death, you know, that kind of thing, about the craft, paganism, whatever questions comes to mind. Yeah, definitely. Yep, and all are very much welcome to listen. Are you coming out? Oh, you're trying to get up here. Right, there you go. Right here then. There you go. Look, you're coming up this one. Here, come up this one. Oh, for goodness sake. Radio, if you've got to find a difficult way of doing it, you'll find one. Right, there you are. Right, look here, sir. I've got your own glass. Own glass? There, you've got your own glass tonight, right? Honestly, last night he drank mine, so tonight I've come prepared. Rio has got his own little glass. Look at you, Rio. Look at your glass. Oh, there you go. Oh, he's got his own little glass tonight. Right, you can have that one. And I can have this one, right? I can have this one. Are you quite happy now? Yeah, are you quite happy you've got your own little glass? Right, shut up. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, can I take it away now? No, obviously not. Right, can I take it away now? No? Alright. This is one clever bird, I'm telling you. I'm glad it's not alcohol. It's just fruit water. Honestly. Right, a couple more sips and that is it. Alright, a couple more sips, Rio, and that is all you're getting. Right, you can get some more later. Alright? You can get some more later. Excuse me, you can get some more later. Right, can we get some more later there? Alrighty. Exactly. Isn't he just so cute? He really is. Hello everyone and welcome. Okay, so let's start with crystals and what they kind of do. Crystals come in all shapes, forms and sizes. They come in towers, small and medium and large, like this one. So these ones are just little towers of crystals, same as this tiger eye is like a little mini tower. And these towers, as you can see, have usually got points in them. They kind of go out up in almost like a pyramid shape. And pyramids are supposed to be really, really powerful. So even though all crystals have their own energies and their own powers, towers are really, really good because most towers do end with the little pyramid points. Some have 4 or 5. This one has 6 little points all the way around it. And this one, 2, 4, yeah, this one also has 6. So you'll see a lot of people when they meditate, they have like pyramid frames made of brass. Brass is an electrical conductor. And of course, when you look at our bodies, our nervous system and water, the blood flow, etc., right? It's like an electrical current that runs through us, right? So when we are sitting under a pyramid dome type thing, or a 3-sided pyramid, we're actually energizing from the point down. So we're kind of in that connection. So obviously when you're doing meditation with crystal towers or crystal points, they're really, really powerful just to hold in your hand and just to meditate, whichever you want to meditate on. Every crystal has its own properties. Every crystal has its own types of energies and healing properties as well. Hello Diane. Hello Colette. Hello Lotus and Light. He is beautiful. Rio's a cutie, aren't you? Yes, you are. But we can also wear crystals for protection. I've recently just got this one today. You'll see it on my TikTok and Facebook. This is the Mother of Pearl. Mother of Pearl stone is fantastic because if you're a water person, such as you like the sea, the ocean, Odin, all of that kind of thing, Mother of Pearl is related to water, to calm, to still. So this is a great one if you want to de-stress, calm the mind. Great one for meditation then as well. It gives you that feeling of just being at the seaside and just listening to the waves ebbing and flowing and the breeze and the sea air, etc. Mother of Pearl has that kind of energy. So it is really, really powerful and soothing. Whereas you might want something like opalite. This is opalite. Opalite is very spiritual. So if you've got brain fog, etc., etc., I have got extra information on opalite. I have my little pieces of paper with notes written down. These are, when you buy crystals from from my Hippie store. You get all the information about each crystal. Tells you everything that you need to know. So the opalite is to do with fluidity, relaxation, optimism as well. So if you lack optimism, then opalite can help with that as well. It infuses intellectual logic with love. It provides insight into all areas of life. It stimulates creativity, and it's good for kicking in your intuition. So if you find that your intuition isn't kind of crash hot, you can use opalite, or you can wear opalite to stimulate your intuition. I have an opalite heart here that I wear all the time, and that stimulates my intuition and my spiritual vision. So when I'm wearing another crystal, I kind of just slip that one away. So it's good for creativity and intuition. It dissolves impediments, and it will bring compassion, and overall offers encouragement, communication from the heart. So this can connect, opalite can connect you to the heart chakra as well. So it's good for healing matters of the heart, romance, etc. like that. It's high awakening of spiritual communication. That's why many spiritual people will wear opalite, because it's got one of the highest vibration for spiritual communication, which is why when I'm doing my spiritual readings, I tend to have a lot of opalite roundabout for that. It awakens psychic abilities, and it calms and relieves mental stress, and it dissolves any blocked energy. So if any of your chakras is blocked, opalite is good for unblocking chakras and releasing any negative energies. So it's good to have around, especially if you've got maybe you're around a friend who's always negative all the time. Opalite is great to wear on such occasions. Or if you're if you're like me and you go into busy shopping centres, and as an empath you pick up on everybody's energies, opalite can deflect those the negative energies, meaning that you can simply just absorb all the positive ones. Oh, much love and light to you as well. Lovely to see so many people come on in. Hello, Melissa, and hello, Lotus and Light. It's not card readings tonight. It is actually spiritual chat tonight. My readings nights are Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. Tonight it's all about spiritual chat and questions, etc. Thank you for the gifts. Hello, thank you, Colette, for the gifts. Hello, Lisa B. Lovely to see everyone coming in. Hello, hello. Hello, Miss Diane. Alrighty. So opalite's good for that kind of thing. So how do you cleanse opalite? There are several ways that you can cleanse opalite, so that because crystals do need cleansing. Remember, if you have crystals lying about, they can absorb negative energy, so it's important to cleanse them on a regular basis. So the ways that you can cleanse opalite is moon energy. You can pop it in the earth for a little while. Water, so you can cleanse it with water. You can place it in sea salt. You can smudge it. And sound healing. And you can also cleanse them with Reiki energy as well. The zodiac sign that resonates well with opal light is Leo. So if you're a Leo, opal light will definitely work well with you. The chakras, this will work with all chakras. So it will clear all chakras. Elements are earth and fire. So if you're an earth sign like me or a fire sign, opal light will work well with those. And the colours are blue, yellow and pink. As you can see on the bottom here, we've got the colour chart, blue, yellow and pink for opal light. So you know that when you are buying crystals from Hippie, as you can see, Hippie Limited, you're going to get a piece of paper with it that has everything about your crystal so that you know at a glance what this crystal does and what it's good for, the type of healing energies that it's good for. Black obsidian. Black obsidian. If you are around a lot of negative people, especially if you're around people and you're not sure whether they are dark souls or, you get a lot of witch doctors that cast spells, etc. You get a lot of dark witches that cast spells or hexes or curses, etc. And you really want a powerhouse of a crystal to protect you from those dark forces. Black obsidian is a fantastic crystal to do that. It's powerful. So you can wear black obsidian on a pendant. You can maybe, another way you can do black obsidian is, if I just get my little pouch, you can, if you don't have a pendant, but you have, say, a little black obsidian heart like I have, you can pop your black obsidian heart into a little pouch of some kind. So even just a little pouch like this one that I have got. One thing that Hippie does, and they do a lot, is when you order something from Hippie, what I like is that Victoria, who is the founder of Hippie, will give you little charms like this one, free of charge with every crystal. And they come in little tiny little bags like this. So if I had black obsidian, I'm thinking I haven't got my black obsidian pendant with me, but I do have a black obsidian heart and I really want to carry this around with me, but I haven't got a chain or anything to put it on. You can take your little black obsidian heart or stone of any kind, pop it in a little drawstring bag, and then you can maybe tie that to a chain, tie it to a handbag that you're carrying around with you. Some put it on a belt, tie it to a belt. As long as you're carrying that black obsidian with you, then the pouch is going to keep it pretty safe. In fact, a lot of medicine women in Native American tribes wear little pouches, medicine pouches they call it, around their neck. And it's a little rawhide pouch with a drawstring. And they have herbs in there, or they can have crystals for protection. So you can use little drawstring pouches like that to put your crystals safely in there as well. Let me just take this back out of the pouch and put it back on the shelf. So black obsidian is good for protection against harm. You can take a piece of black obsidian and pop it, if it's a black obsidian tower, for example, and it's just a small tower, you can take that black obsidian and just put it above your doorway, either your front door or your living room door. Everyone that passes under that door, if they've got negative energy, the black obsidian will absorb all the negative energy so that it doesn't stay in the house. So it's kind of like getting a shower. They kind of get a cleansing shower when they come into your living room. They get another one when they go out. And they take their negativity out with them. And any negativity that remains, the black obsidian above your door can absorb that energy as well. Thank you for the roses, everyone. So black obsidian is very protective. So does anyone have any questions at this point before we go on to another type of crystal? I won't go through every crystal because we will be here all night. But a lot of the time, there are so many, there are hundreds, thousands of different types of crystals. And nowadays, of course, we've got social media. So social media is a great source of looking up a crystal and its meaning and what it's used for, etc. But what I love about Hippie is that Hippie do give you these little information sheets that tell you everything about your crystal at a glance. And you can keep them in a little Polly Pocket or something. Thank you. Oh, hello and welcome. Good question. Can anyone have the crystal? I would say anyone. Let the crystal choose you is the method that I tend to use. What do I mean by that? You can go into a crystal shop and there'll be an array of crystals. Some have got names that you probably couldn't even pronounce, etc. So my rule of thumb is, if you go into like a crystal shop and you've got little boxes, maybe such as this one, and there's loads and loads of crystals, and you think, I don't know where to start, I don't know which crystal to pick, there are just so many pretty ones, and I have no idea. Be careful when buying them online. Not all crystals online have pure energy. The worst place that you can buy crystals, to be honest, is Amazon. Amazon get a lot of their crystals from China. And a lot of Chinese crystal factories, they don't take care with their crystals. They will obviously hammer each crystal or shape each crystal, and it's kind of like a conveyor belt. So they may start off with a rough piece of crystal, and then somebody shapes the top, then it goes to the next person, and the next person maybe shape the body of the tower, and then the next person polishes it, and that crystal goes through umpteen pairs of hands. Then when it's all shaped and finely polished and it's ready to go, it just simply gets put into a crate and it gets shipped, or a carton, and it just gets shipped straight to you. But when you get that crystal, if this has been handled by 10 pairs of hands, that's 10 people's energy absorbed in that crystal. So then, of course, when you open the box and you pull your crystal out, You might think, this doesn't feel right. The energy doesn't feel right. Of course it doesn't. Because the crystals have gone through at least 10 pairs of hands, or even more by the time they go through all the conveyor belt processing of the crystals. And that's why a lot of crystals on Amazon are really, really pretty cheap, right? Because they just don't really care much. It's just get them chiseled out, smoothed out as quickly as possible and sold, right? So if you were buying crystals from Amazon, you'd have to take the crystal out, you'd have to get some incense or cleanse it under the moon, or cleanse it in sea salt before you could even work with that crystal. Whereas what I like about Hippie is the crystals are all fair trade. So they come, a lot of them still come from China, but they come from fair trade country farmers. And these farmers are very particular about making good products for a good pay. When it's fair trade as well, you're also supporting communities. The money goes to better water, better schooling, better conditions for living in. Now, what happens with the Hippie crystals? All the crystals are fair trade. They go from fair trade into a warehouse. Then when Victoria, who owns the Hippie, gets a crystal order, she orders that crystal from the warehouse, and it goes from the warehouse to Victoria. And what Victoria does is she'll take that crystal and she will cleanse it. And then she'll put Reiki healing in it. So it has a double cleanse. It has a spiritual cleanse and it has a Reiki cleanse. Then she takes recycled paper and she runs the paper through cleansing incense. And then your crystal is placed in a little tiny pouch that has, again, went through the cleansing incense. So everything this crystal touches after it's been cleansed is cleansed. So the pouch is cleansed, the wrapping is cleansed, the box that it goes in is cleansed. So that when it arrives to you, you can tell the difference in the energy of that crystal. Because that crystal has no negative vibration. It's not got Victoria's vibration on it. She's cleansed everything off it. While it's in shipping, because it's wrapped in paper that has already been cleansed, it's well protected in that cleansed paper. So Hippie Limited go over and above to make sure that every crystal that you get is cleansed. Even this mother of pearl pendant is cleansed, and it came in a little Hippie box, etc. The packaging is beautiful. I know Bluebell got, I don't know if I've got mine here, Bluebell got one of these today, a little crystal cave incense burner that lights up, like so, and it has the backflow cones at the top, and it all flows down here. Even that gets cleansed by Victoria before it goes out. And I was speaking to Bluebell earlier on today, and she said, oh my God, she says, I didn't even have to open it. I could smell the incense and the beautiful smell. And then she said, my house smelled amazing after it. That's the difference. And that's why I promote Hippie products within the Hippie Gypsy Moon Witch business. Alrighty. Hello everyone. Hello Angela. Ah, good question. How long must the crystal be in moonlight to be cleansed? I would say at least, I like to prefer 3 hours, to be honest. I'm always working with the power of three. So I've heard some people just put it out for an hour. Some people actually put it out when the moon is risen, and when the moon and then when the moon sets, they take it in again. It all depends. But as a general rule of thumb, I like to keep a crystal out on a full moon for 3 hours. And then I'll bring it in. That's a good question. Yes, definitely, I would. There are certain incense, etc., that don't work well with pets. As a general rule of thumb, I would, if you're burning incense, I would make sure that if you've got pets and you're not sure whether that incense or that oil, etc., oil burners or oil candles are good for your pets, I would burn the incense in a different room. I have 2 African grey parrots, and I use incense all the time, and it hasn't affected my parrots. But parrots are slightly different from cats and dogs, etc. So I would definitely read up on the incense that you're buying. A lot of the incenses, and if you're not sure, please do ask, especially if you're buying incense on Hippie. Let me know what pet you have, and I'll be able to tell you if that particular incense is good for your cat or dog, etc. Hello, Free Spirit. I love that name, Free Spirit. Thank you for the gifts, everyone. Thank you. But yeah, certainly with Hippie, this is what I love about Hippie, because the first thing I would do if I was buying incense would be I would contact Victoria. When you go on to the Hippie web shop or onto my Hippie web shop, you'll see a little purple chat. So if you're buying incense, before you pop it in your basket, go into that chat and just click chat, and it'll take you to a little email that goes direct to Victoria herself, and just say, I'm thinking about buying this incense. Would it be okay for my cat? And if not, Victoria would, she's a experienced trained herbalist. She also deals with incense, candles, oils, etc., etc. She's qualified in all of that area. She's also works in the pharmaceutical area as well, so she knows her stuff. So if you're ever in doubt, or you want to know whether something is safe for your pets, then definitely ask. I would say stay off incense from places like Amazon. You really don't know where you're getting them from. Whereas Victoria sources her products from fair trade, and she makes sure that all her products are high quality. I've never had to return anything from Hippie. And I do trust her crystals immensely. So how do you choose a crystal online? First and foremost, what you can do is look at all the crystals online and read the description. That is so important. Read the description and see if it tells you, does it match your star sign? Does it match your zodiac element? Does that crystal give you what you want it to do? I.e., is it a cleansing crystal? Is it a crystal for anxiety and depression? Is it a crystal to give you energy? Because if you are somebody that can't sleep and you pick a crystal that is going to give you an abundance of energy, you're not going to sleep. It's not going to help you to sleep, right? So it's important if you're buying it online, because you can't actually handle the crystal and you can't touch the crystal. You need to know, well, what do I want a crystal for? What am I going to use that particular crystal for? Do I need it for clarity? Do I need it to cleanse, etc.? Or do I need it for protection? Or do I need it to heal pain in my heart? Do I need it for better speech? Because I'm not good at talking. Lapazuli is great for the throat chakra. So if you're somebody that, especially around about weddings, right? Everybody hates speeches at weddings. Don't they, Rio? Do you want a drink? Let me just see if my bird wants a... Do you want some? You want a drink? Rio? Drink? No? You don't want a drink today? There you go. Want a drink? No? Alright. Oh, he's not thirsty today. He's obviously not thirsty today. No thirsty boys today. No. But, this is great for people that want to do speeches. They may not be confident enough to give a speech. So lapazuli is great for helping with, encourages speech. So you can, again, if it's a tower like this, you can have it sitting on your desk. Or if you're at a pulpit and you've got to stand up in front of hundreds of people, you can put this on the pulpit or whatever and say your speech. If you're a groom at the wedding or a best man, you can have it in your pocket or just in your hand or under your speech piece of paper, whatever you've got. And lapazuli is going to free up the throat chakra to help you to allow your words just to flow. Yeah, he probably does. He probably does. It's like, no, you've got a big cup. I don't want the small cup. You give Rio his own cup, and he's like, no, I want my mum's cup. I want to drink out my mum's cup. Honestly, he's terrible. But yeah, this is the thing. The World Wide Web is a wonderful thing, but it can also be a confusing thing too. Because the World Wide Web, one site may say one thing, just as the lady was saying, cat's eyes, crystals and stuff like that, such as this one. I've got a green sort of cat's eye crystal and I love it. The energy from this is just absolutely beautiful. But the rule of thumb with crystals, one, get yourself a really, if you can, Get yourself a really good crystal book. And there are lots out there. Even Hippie does the crystal books. Um, as a Hippie customer, you can also get free newsletters to your mailbox, which has, we do the crystal of the week, incense, oils, all of that. There is so much in the Hippie newsletters, and you can print them out and put them, you can put them in files, etc., or you can save them to your device in a separate file. And I've learned a lot of crystals from just those newsletters. And to sign up to those newsletters, it's absolutely free. Anyone can sign up to the newsletter. You get 4 downloadable free gifts as well. So you get free journals with the newsletters when you sign up to the newsletter. When you sign up to the newsletter, you get subscriber only offers for subscribers of newsletters. You'll get information every week about any sales that are on, about sales about crystals, incense, oils, etc. So you'll learn a whole heap of stuff just from the weekly newsletters. I find the weekly newsletters invaluable. But the rule of thumb is, if you can get a really good crystal book, rather than rely too much on the information on the internet, or you can buy it from a really good source such as Hippie, where each crystal that you purchase on the website, Victoria gives you a lot of information about the crystal on the website. And she'll tell you what each crystal does and what crystal is for. So I don't have to second guess when I'm getting my Hippie crystals, because everything's on the website. So if I'm looking for a protection crystal, I might just scroll through the website and I'll find black obsidian, which I've shown, and I might find labradorite, such as this beautiful piece of labradorite, which is a labradorite fairy. Labradorite, just like black obsidian, is protection against negative energies, but it's also good for protection against people that are deceiving, people that maybe, if you've got labradorite, right, it's easier to tell if somebody's being truthful or dishonest with you if you've got a piece of labradorite, because labradorite reveals truth where there is untruth. It's good for psychic attacks, protects you against any psychic attacks. Labradorite is definitely, I would say, a crystal that you can't put down. Just because if you play with it, you will find little flashes. Anything with right in it or light in it, labradorite or labrador light or opal light, has little flashes in it. So if I tilt this different ways, you will see she's got a little flash here. And you've really got to play around with the crystals, there we go, to find the flashes in the crystals. So you can see that she's got some flash here, she's got some gold and blues flashes on her wings. But if you hold it another way, she just looks grey. So you really have to, labradorite I love, it's one of my favourite crystals, just because of the beautiful flashes. She's got double wings here, and again you can kind of tilt that to see some of the flashes on there as well. And then if you turn her the other way and you play around with her, she also has other flashes of light. This is the fun part of labradorite. You really have to tilt, there we go. You really have to tilt and turn to find those hidden flashes. which is why a lot of people, if they're wanting to protect their energy, their aura from negative energies or psychic attacks, etc., they go for Labradorite. As a spiritual reader, Labradorite is vital for the work that I do. I've got Labradorite in every room of our home, so that if there is negative energy around myself or my partner, Labradorite will protect the whole family. And especially when it's, this is a great little talking piece because she's a beautiful fairy. So Labradorite's a really popular one. And crystals come in all shapes and sizes. The fairy is Labradorite, but so is this. This is a little Labradorite tower, and you can see, there we go, you can see the flashes in there. Some Labradorites have, there we go, brighter flashes than other pieces. And then, of course, if we turn it to the side, sometimes you get like little silver flashes. And then you get a flash like that. Now, to me, that is worth having a piece of Labradorite for. How calming and relaxing is that, just to play around with a piece of Labradorite, just to hunt for those hidden flashes. Because if you hold it a normal way, it just looks kind of grey and dull. But if you tilt it different directions and different ways, you will see the flashes. And that's what makes Labradorite such a beautiful, beautiful crystal. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. Ah, the Labradorite, yeah. Hello, Sue. Unfortunately, I'm not doing readings tonight. Hello, spiritual beauty within. Everybody seems to like the Labradorite. It's a beautiful, beautiful. If I could, I would fill my house with Labradorite, just because each piece is different. Well, you saw the fairy, but that is just, the fairy is beautiful in herself, but it was this flash that caught my eye on the hippie store, and I thought I need to have that. So we do have Labradorite on the hippie website, and Victoria is really good at catching the flashes on the website so that you can see what type of flash you're getting before you actually get the crystal. And again, all these crystals come to you fully cleansed with Reiki healing in them as well. Even the packaging, Victoria even makes sure that the packaging is run through cleansing incense. As Bluebell said, Bluebell ordered the backflow crystal cave warmer that kind of lights up. If I just turn this light off a little bit. So this is a crystal cave backflow warmer, and it has a little light. Alexa, turn off back room.
Okay.
And that little light changes colour. So it's a little crystal cave. It has little sparkles at the back of the cave. It's all glittery and sparkly. And the smoke from the incense cone travels down around the crystals, and then it comes out the bottom, and it's really, really beautiful. When we've got this on and we've got visitors, it's a talking point for everyone around. And as you can see, it even lights up the back of the crystal cave. It is absolutely stunning. I've actually got a video on my TikTok where you can see the incense flowing around the crystals. I think it was the video that I showed that Alexa, turn on back room.
Okay.
I think it was the crystals that I showed, the crystal cave video that caught Bluebell's attention. I only shared that on my TikTok once, and I think I got 3 people all on the one night jumping on the website and buying the Crystal Cave incense burner. Let me just put my little light back on. There we go. Oh, it's kind of bright. There we are. We had about 3 people on the very first night that I showed that backflow burner, jumped on and ordered the backflow burner. It is, isn't it? Yeah, Bluebell got that today. The image that you see on the website does not do the Crystal Cave justice. I did a video of it, and when I first got it, and I put it onto my TikTok. I will reshare that tomorrow for you on my TikTok, but it is on one of my TikTok videos, and everybody went crazy for it when they saw the smoke coming down and wrapping itself around the crystals in the middle and then flowing down at the bottom. The incense cones can get a little bit oily, so from time to time take a little damp cloth and just wipe down the back of your crystal cave to keep it sparkly at the back. Because the incense does go, the cone sits at the top, it has a little cone holder here, and as you can see it's got a little hole there, and you would just put the cone in there. I actually have one, I think, sitting here. So you need to make sure that it has a backflow cone, and our cones do have backflow written on them, but they have the little hole at the bottom for the smoke to come down at the bottom. Let me see if I can light this one. You have to give it a few minutes to burn down, but then it starts to, the smoke does start to go down. So let me just light this cone, and then I'll let it burn. Oh, excuse my witch. We have a cackling witch. Alrighty, so you would just light the top of the cone. It will initially start to smoke up the way, but as it gets, as the flame gets a little bit, oh, I need to catch it a little bit more. As the flame goes down the cone, the hole in the centre of the cone draws the smoke down through the cone and down the way, and then it will eventually come out the bottom, and it kind of goes round the crystal. So I usually let it have a little flame to itself and then gently blow out, and you'll see the smoke will go up to begin with, but eventually as it hits round about this area, there's a hole right the way through there, and then the smoke will start to come out of the bottom of the cone, and that's when it starts to flow down. So I will leave this to the side, so it kind of just sits on the top, and then it will flow down here and out the reservoir at the bottom. It's very enchanting, as Bluebell says. So I'm going to leave this to the one side to do its stuff. And then as soon as it starts to smoke down the way, I will show you the smoke down the way. But it is one of our very popular backflow burners. We've got lots of ones. we've got a wolf mountain where it's a little mountain and it's got wolves. If you're a wolf lover, it's got wolves climbing round the mountain, and it has the cone at the top, and the smoke just spirals all the way down the mountain and covers the wolves in mist. We have a Stonehenge one as well, so if you like Stonehenge, we have a Stonehenge backflow burner and stuff. They certainly are. I love them. Ah, did you make one? Ah, did you do one on TikTok? Yeah, they are. They are absolutely beautiful. I love backflow warmers. I've got one in the living room. It's kind of just more. It's on a similar. It's like a similar one. It's like a cave, but it's not glittery like that one. I love everything sparkly and glittery. If it doesn't sparkle or glitter, I'm not that keen on it. Oh, I'll have to see. Yeah, there are certain scents that are good for the parrots. This one doesn't affect the parrots. The scents that I choose do not affect my parrots. I am very careful about the incense that I use around my parrots. I know that there are some incense that aren't good for parrots, but the particular one that the particular scents that I use are parrot friendly. Yep, I always check, especially when it comes to my babies. I'm always checking. Does this, that's a good thing about Hippie. They've got a little chat thing on their website. And if I'm unsure about anything, I will just click on the chat, which takes me straight to Victoria's email. And I'll say to Victoria, okay, I've got 2 African grey parrots. I want to get this sent. Is it okay for my parrots? And if she says no, I won't get it. But if she says, yeah, this one's fine for the parrots. And that's what I love about Hippie. It's the same with their herbal medicines. They will not give you any herbal medicines until they've done a consultation with you. So if you put a herbal medicine in your basket from Hippie shop, Victoria will message you and say, okay, before I can process this order, I need to know what medication you on. I need to know what health conditions that you've got before I can sell you this medication or this herbal supplement. Not every company does that, because certain medications can have serious side effects with certain herbs. And if you don't know, hello, what are you doing? Do you want a drink? Do you want a wee drink? You thirsty, boys? There you go. You then. I bet you're going to drink out of mine though, eh? I bet you'll drink out of mine. Drink out of mine. Some? Yum and nice. And some? You had enough? Leo's had enough. What's the matter with you today? What's the matter with Leo? You want to cuddle? Want to cuddle? No? Alright, please yourself. He's in a crabby mood today. Yuki. He doesn't want kisses today. Honestly. Hello, Lulu. It is. Yeah, Leo watches and listens to everything. Absolutely everything. He's terrible. And you listen to everything, don't you? Yes, you do. You listen to everything, don't you? Yes. Kisses. Oh, good boy. Kisses. You. Kisses. He does give you kisses. Let me kiss. You. There we go. You'll have kisses, but you don't want it. Last night I had my juice in the cup, in the large cup, and this little guy drank for Scotland. So tonight I thought I'm going to give him his own cup. So I bought a little cup and I gave him a drink in the little cup, and he's like, nope, don't want it. I don't want it. It's not my mum's cup, so I don't want it. They are not daft parrots, let me tell you. Hello, Lulu. Yep. The hippie shop location. If you go to my bio here on TikTok, I've got a website link. If you click on that website link and look for the hippie favourite products, and it's got the hippie shop link on there. All my hippie shop link is on the website on my bio. Yeah, he is. He's absolutely beautiful. Oh, I'm glad you found it. It is. It's packed full of. They have they get new products in every day. If you're in the UK, we actually have a hippie membership that you can join for £10 a month. In that membership, you get a products box full of products that are worth more than £10. You can get products between 10 and between 20 and 30 or £40 worth of products every month, and every month the products are different. As well as that, you get free printable journals, free books, free training courses every single month. So this month the training course that came free with the membership was a book on affirmations, and it had like 100 and odd affirmations in it. You also get added to a Facebook chat group with all the other hippie members as well. You get 10% off all your orders as a member. There's so much to it. You get your own shop link. Share your shop link with your friends and family, and when they buy something from your shop link, you get anywhere between 8% commission right up to 20% commission as well, all for being a member. It is only open to UK and Ireland customers at the minute, just because the size and the weight of the product box makes it too expensive for the membership to be exported to the USA, etc. But it only started last Friday, and we've got so many people joined up, including myself. I joined the hippie monthly membership, and you can cancel at any time as well, which I like about it. But next month's training course is on how to cope with anxiety and depression. So there's a full training course as part and parcel of your membership that goes through anxiety, depression. There'll be courses on how to use crystals, how to use incense. There is just so much to it. And of course, that one the thing that I joined for was the free products box every month, filled with products from Hippie. What I like about that is, if I'm not sure about whether I like something or not, if it comes in the product box, I can try before I buy it myself. So it might have like something like a candle, a Hippie candle, and I might see that in the shop, and I think I like it, but I don't know whether I'll like the scent. So what I like about the product, the free monthly product box that comes with the membership, is you don't know what you're getting, so it's always a surprise every month, and two, there might be something in there that you would never even think about trying, like bath salts or bath bombs or skincare or herbal teas or coffees, etc. And you get them in your box. And if you love them, then well, I can buy that the next time because it came in my box and I got a chance to try it. And that's all part of the membership. And Hippie do loads of things, and just to get that 10% off my own sales is well worth it, because I'm always every month when I get paid, I'm in the Hippie shop and I'm buying crystals, or I'm buying incense or candles or whatever. Are you going to stop biting your feathers, boy? Stop biting your feathers. So I'm always buying something. Yeah. To learn about the membership thing, if you go onto the website, there's a little pink band at the top. If you click the little pink banner, it takes you into the section of the website that tells you all about the membership and what it entails and what it involves. And of course, I love learning new things every day. So to get monthly training, so that I know a little bit more about the crystals, I know a little bit more about the oils, etc., etc. Next month, they're actually, and it's only for members and affiliates, but next month, Victoria, who owns Hippie, is doing oils, what's the word I'm looking for? Prescriber. So you learn about all the oils, how to mix them, etc., etc., how to use them, how to prescribe them, to the right people and stuff. It's a bit like a herbalist course, but this is a full course, and I'm signing up for that one because herbs, oils, all of that is something that I am passionate about. So she does full training courses. What I like about it is you get a full essential oils training manual, which is in itself worth £200, and the course is only £60 for a 6 weeks course, and you get a certificate to say that you can now prescribe certain oils. So it's really good. So they do lots of things like that. So yeah, so going back to the crystals, you know that when you buy crystals from Hippie, one, you're going to get all the information about each crystal, because they come with a little information sheet and they have the little Hippie logo. So it tells you what the crystal does, what star sign it's from, how to cleanse it, how to care for it, how to look after your crystals. You can use crystals for affirmations, positive affirmations, or for manifesting. This is sodalite, and I love this because it's got the little 5-pointed pentagram on it, and it has manifesting. So you can use crystals for affirmations. So if I'm wanting to do a little bit of manifesting, I can use this little palm stone, place the palm stone in my hand, and just manifest what I want. And of course, because it's got manifesting inscribed on the actual crystal, then it empowers your manifestation as well. So I love these ones because it has different sayings on them. For Reiki as well, I'm a Reiki master, and I use a lot of crystals for Reiki healing. I do normal Reiki healing and I do crystal Reiki healing. What's the difference? Normal Reiki healing, you're just using the flow of Reiki and passing that flow of Reiki to the person that you are healing with that Reiki energy. Crystal Reiki is where you're using crystals. So the client may be lying on a Reiki table, and you may want to just place the crystals on each of their chakra points. And then you would put Reiki, say like, just as an example, if this was somebody lying on a Reiki table, I would maybe put my crystals on the different chakra points. I would do my Reiki symbols. Reiki would flow through the crystals into the person that I am sending Reiki to. So they're getting crystal healing and Reiki healing all in the one go, which is Reiki healing is more powerful sense of healing than just a normal Reiki session. You can also empower the symbols, Reiki symbols. So you can get crystals like these ones that have the different Reiki symbols on it. Like this is a Seiheki one. And then you have the Honshon Seishonon. This is the distance healing symbol, Honshon Seishonon. You've got the power symbol, which is Chokure. And then, of course, you've got the Reiki Master symbol as well. So you can have symbols, different symbols placed on Reiki, on crystals as well. So you can buy crystals with different symbols. The other type of crystals that you can work with, I'm just putting all my crystals in here and they're flying about all over the place. Runes. You ever seen rune stones? So these are my runic stones. I do a lot of rune readings on my Facebook group, and these are the stones that I would use. So each crystal has a different rune symbol on them. So these ones are black onyx. So they would each have, you know, on one side, on one side you would have the blank bit, and then you would turn it over and you would have the Reiki symbol on it, or the runic symbol. So you can use crystal runes for doing rune readings as well. And you can choose whatever crystal that you want. I don't know if my smoke is coming down here or not. Let me have a look. Yeah. It's a little bit breezy in here, but let's see. There we go. So if I put my little light on. Alexa, turn off back room.
Okay.
So this is your little incense. So you can see that the incense is flowing down the way. And it gathers at the bottom. And this is what I love about the incense burners, the backflow incense burners. Let me just turn this light off and you'll see it better. You might see a little bit better. There we go. But it is absolutely stunning. See if I can get it near the camera. There we go. So you'll see that it goes around the light and kind of wells up at the bottom. I could actually sit all night and watch this. How beautiful is that? And this is why it's one of our favourite backflow warmers. So many people see this and they're like, yeah, I need that. It's great for meditation as well. I use this a lot when I'm doing my meditation. Alexa, turn on back room.
Okay.
So that kind of gives you an idea of the backflow warmer. Hello, Joe Boxer. Oh, bless. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Do you know what? Holistic, in my opinion, you can't get any better than holistic remedies. I just think we should go back to using herbs rather than pharmaceutical products. And that's one of the things that I love about Hippie is it's all natural. There is nothing chemical about it, etc. So I could go through all of the crystals under the sun, but we would be here all night. So what I'm going to finish with the crystal section anyway is how do you pick and choose a crystal? If it's online, always read the description of the crystal. What does the crystal do? Is it a healing crystal? Is it a meditation crystal? Is it for, does it cleanse all chakras, etc., etc.? One thing that I do like about Hippie is everything about each crystal that's on that website is explained. So it'll tell you, like when I bought the Mother of Pearl Crescent Moon, which came today, it'll tell you that Mother of Pearl stone is very soothing. If you like being at the beach, or the soothing feeling of just listening to seashells, etc., etc. Mother of Pearl gives you that kind of relaxed feeling. So it's great if for somebody that's maybe suffering a lot of stress, they can have Mother of Pearl pendant, etc. So I read the description on the website, read that it was Mother of Pearl, read that it is great for keeping your mood calm even when you're in a stressful environment, and I thought I need that because Lady Moonlight likes moons, and having a little crescent moon is just me, and it's quite a good it is quite a good size, and it's beautiful, and you can take it off the chain if you want to and pop it on a cord. I have a lot of my stuff on cords, but if you're just wearing something on a day-to-day basis and taking it off at night, then I keep them on the little chain. And I do like the little gold balled chain that it comes with. So for me, I would look, right, what do I need a crystal for? All right, I need a crystal that is going to give me calm, mother of pearl. I need a crystal that is going to help me to do a speech, or if somebody wants me to do a lecture on something, or if I'm teaching in my witch's coven, lapazuli, because lapazuli works with the throat chakra. Any green crystal, such as green aventurine, that is good for the heart. All right, so any matters to the heart, etc. If you use green aventurine with a copper spiral like this one, all right, that is really, really powerful. You can actually hold that and you can actually feel the energy doubled because of the copper spiraling in it, and of course it comes up to a point there as well. And it's all, the crystal is safely secured within the resin. But because the copper is also in the resin, it gives a nice energy to this one. So this is good for working with the heart chakra. You can use different colours to work with your heart chakra and your crown chakra. So you might want to use, let me just see my little crystal box here, what we have. I've got so many crystals, it's unbelievable. So you might want something like moonstone for the crown chakra. So if you want to cleanse your crown, moonstone is great. Or clear quartz is another one that you can just place on your crown chakra. Amethyst, I don't know if I've got my amethyst here. My amethyst is probably way over there. But if you had amethyst, purple amethyst, then you can put amethyst on your third eye. So any amethyst, purple amethyst crystal, you can use for your third eye chakra. Then, of course, if you've got a blue crystal like lapazuli for your throat. And then if you've got any green crystal, like the green aventurine or green agate, this is the green agate one, you can use that for the heart. You can use any yellow crystal for the solar plexus, any orange crystal that you can use for the sacral, and of course you can use something like bloodstone or red jasper for the root chakra. So if you think about the colours of your chakra and you pick a crystal that has the same colours, then you can use the colours of different crystals to get the effect that you want. And if you're not sure of I love these candles because this is a chakra candle, so it tells you, it's got the 7 chakras. So this would be your crown, your third eye, your throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral and root chakra. So any coordinating crystals would work with any of those chakras. Or you could use the opalite, which cleanses all chakras. So I could use this piece of opalite and simply cleanse my crown, my third eye, my throat, my heart, solar plexus, etc. So always read the descriptions about what the crystal does, what you can use it for. And that's if you're online. But what if you're in a shop and you've got all this array of crystals and you're not sure what crystal to pick? Use your left hand and just pick up a crystal. Close your eyes and just feel the energy. If the energy is almost too vibrating, or it makes you feel a little bit sicky, or it makes you, it maybe makes you a little bit headachy, that is not the crystal for you. So just place it down. Then pick up another crystal. Do the same thing. So you can just pick up different crystals and just feel the energy. The crystal will tell you if it's the right crystal for you. You'll know just by listening to your body when you're holding the crystal. Why in the left hand? Your left hand side is your spiritual side, right? Spiritual messages come through our left hand. As healers, we put healing energy in with the left and we take toxic energy away with the right. Because our left hand is always the spiritual side. That's why many schools a lot of spiritual people, including myself, are naturally left-handed because we work with the spiritual side. Good question, Kelly. Yes. Selenite is absolutely good. This is my selenite. I have a large selenite. I actually got this one in the sale, on the hippie sale. It was reduced to £8.50 in the sale. And it was only like a weekend sale. And I thought, I need to get that. I didn't realise just how big it was. It is massive. But yes, good thing about selenite is selenite cleanses itself. It cleanses the area around you. So if you leave a piece of selenite like this in a room, it will cleanse negative energy from the room. But what if you've got a crystal that you want cleansed? You don't have any incense. You've got quite a few days to wait before the new moon. You can't cleanse it with water because it might be a crystal that you can't use with water. Take your selenite. Take your crystal that you want to cleanse and just place your crystal on your selenite or near your selenite. What that does is the selenite will take any negativity that is the crystal has picked up on and it will cleanse it, just like putting it in a blue moon, in a full moon. So a lot of the time, if somebody's been in our spiritual room and they found my crystal box and they've touched all my crystals without me knowing, I just empty my crystal box and I will just put them all beside my selenite. Or I've got this little selenite candle burner. So if there's no candle in here, I just put a few crystals inside the selenite, leave it there for a few hours, and the selenite cleanses all of the crystals. So selenite is an all-round one for cleansing everything. So if you want, if you want to cleanse your husband, just batter him off the head with a piece of selenite. Only kidding. Don't really do that, ladies. Although I know you may be tempted to, but just don't grab your selenite stick and wallop your man if he's bothering you. It might cleanse him, don't get me wrong, but he might be concussed at the end of it. Yep, definitely. Yep, you have. It is. And we still have we still have large selenite sticks like this on the website. If you go to the crystal section and you look for selenite wands, it has all the different sizes, but it didn't look this big when I ordered it. And it came in a huge box, and be careful with selenite too, because do not put it in water, folks. Do not cleanse. Selenite is one of these crystals that you cannot cleanse with water. It's a very soft crystal. It can chip or break very easily. So Victoria put this in a huge box. And I mean, it was huge. The box was massive. And it must have had about 20 pieces of paper and bubble wrap wrapped in it, because she was terrified that this would get broken in transit just because of its pure size. So she was relieved when I got it on the other side, and it was unscathed, and it arrived in perfect condition. So credit to Victoria. She does make sure that your products are wrapped, and you get them in one piece. But yeah, I would always advise if you're going to start off with any crystal, start off with selenite, because selenite, can cleanse you as well. So I can just sit here with the selenite and just I can meditate with it. I can just hold it. It's a nice selenite's beautiful. It's a nice soft crystal that is really tactile. So you can actually play with the selenite, and while you're playing with it, it's cleansing you and the area around you, and your chakras around you as well. And of course your man as well, if you've got a negative man. A lot of witches use wands, and my fiance bought me this beautiful wand. It has the copper for energizing the crystals. It has a beautiful suede spiraled handle for the wand as well, and it has copper at the top. And then it has clear quartz here. It has the amethyst. And then it has this huge black obsidian tower at the end. So I use this for opening and closing my circles, for doing any healing work, for doing any cleansing work, etc. It's got quite a weight to it. So certain wands can have crystals on this as well. So this particular wand will give me protection. The clear quartz. If you are looking for a particular crystal and they don't have it in a crystal store, you might be saying, well, I want labradorite. Oh, I haven't got labradorite, but I've got clear quartz. Clear quartz is the only crystal that has all of the energies of all other crystals, which is why a lot of witches, when they are using crystal bowls, will use clear quartz crystal bowl, because it absorbs all the energy around. It's the only crystal that has all the energies. So you can start with selenite, which is cleansing. You might want to have clear quartz, which has every single crystal power in it, so that you don't have to worry, well, what crystal do I have to use or whatever. Or, if you're a witch like me and you use wands, etc., you can have 2 or 3 crystals in one wand if it really draws you. So, does anyone have any questions about the crystals before we move on? We've kind of done a huge lot about crystals and incense and things like that. I could go on all night talking about crystals. Yeah, we were actually in one of my witchy shops in Edinburgh that I love to go in. It's called the Weird Shop. If you're ever in Edinburgh in Scotland, and if you go up to the Royal Mile and down the Royal Mile, it has a shop called the Weird Shop, WYRD. It's actually got a website as well. So at Christmas time, my fiance usually takes me there, and I look around, and I will choose, I have a look and I think, oh, I like that, but it's a bit too expensive. And he'll be watching, and then what he does is, while I'm looking at another part of the shop, he's rushed to the checkout with whatever it is I was thinking of getting, and it was too expensive, and he usually buys it and wraps it up for Christmas. And that particular wand was one of them. It was actually so expensive, it was in our display cabinet, and I had a look at it, and he says, oh, there's some nice wands, which ones do you like? I says, oh, I like that one, but I'm not paying £200 for a wand. And then on Christmas morning I woke up to the wand, and I'm like, wow. So yeah, we always go to that particular shop, and it's very witchy in the fact that it's the only shop that I'll go in and they greet you with merry meet. And then when you're coming out, if they know that you're a witch like myself, every time I go in, he'll say merry meet. And then every time I go out, it's like merry part till we merry meet again and blessed be. And I love that. I love that they respect witches, and they give witches the proper greeting and the proper goodbyes and stuff. Ah, well, if you're ever in Fife in Scotland, Kelly, definitely give me a shout. We'll have to meet up. Oh, Miss Davy, you're more than welcome. So now that we've done the crystal section, how many people have heard of the Chinese dragon, the Chinese wealth dragon called Piku? Has anyone heard of the Chinese wealth dragon called Piku? It's actually, a lot of people get it mixed up with Pikachu, the new Pikachu, Chinese Pikachu cartoon characters. But its actual pronunciation is Piku, the little dragon. Yep, Kelly's heard of Piku. All right. This is the Chinese Piku wealth bracelet. And all of the beads are black obsidian. The origin, the best place to get this, to get the original Piku wealth bracelet, is buddhapower.com. There's a lot of imitation Piku bracelets or wealth bracelets out there that claim to be the genuine Piku bracelet. But if it doesn't come from Buddha Power, it hasn't got the genuine crystals, it's not the genuine quality, etc., etc. PICU comes with rules and regulations. And you have to be really, really careful with PICU. It's a really powerful, powerful wealth dragon bracelet. Each black obsidian bead has got a Japanese symbol or a Chinese Japanese symbol of protection. Each symbol has healing and protection and wealth symbols on there. And every time these bracelets are made, they are made with 9-carat gold. Even the PICU itself is 9-carat gold plated, which, you know, and it's a good weight. It really is quite heavy. It's made of really strong, stretchy elastic. And I'm being very careful about how I handle PICU, and I will let you know why in a minute. Let me see if I can get a close-up of the dragon. So as you can see, this is the PICU dragon. So this is his head. And then he's got his back. Now, the PICU dragon has a mouth. So this would be his mouth end. And you should never block the mouth, because money flows in, or wealth flows into the PICU through the PICU's mouth. But the PICU, obviously, it's got a hole because it's a bracelet. But if it was a statue of PICU, PICU would have a mouth, but he would not have an anus. He would not have a bum hole. Right? And the reason for that is PICU does not like dirt or waste, etc., etc., right? Including anal waste. So the only thing that PICU likes is money, wealth, riches. So when the owner of the bracelet is wearing the bracelet, whichever hand you decide to wear, always wear it on your dominant hand. So if you're right-handed, you would put the PICU so that the PICU's head is facing away from you, right? So it's where your pinky is, right? Wherever your pinky is, that's where the head should be, right? The reason for that is PICU will attract money from outside, right? And then that money comes in through the PICU and towards you. If you had the PICU head facing you, you're going to lose money. All right? Because any money that you have, remember the PICU eats wealth. So if you've got PICU facing you, it's going to steal your wealth, right? And it's going to chuck the wealth outside. So one of the most important things about a PICU bracelet is always make sure that the PICU's head is facing on the outside of your wrist and never on the inside. So always the pinky side, never the thumb. All right, so if you've got your hand like this, and not that way obviously, but if you've got a hand like this, make sure that the PICU's head is facing the outside of your hand, so that it can bring money in and bring that wealth to you. Obviously, if you're like me and you are left-handed, place your PICU the same way, with the head facing out the way, and the back end of the PICU should be facing you. All right, that is so important. Now, you also have to touch PICU every so often to let Piku know that you are its master. It's a bit like the genie, you know, rubbing the genie's lamp, right? Genie rubs the lamp and the master has to obey the genie, right? Because genie, you know, sort of in the lamp has to obey its owner. Whoever rubs the lamp, that's its owner. It's the same with Piku. Whoever touches Piku, you're letting Piku know that you are its master. So if you get Piku bracelet for the first time, I'm glad you find it fascinating. Are you left-handed as well? I'm a left-hander. I'm glad you find it fascinating. I'm so glad that people like this. So when you first get your Piku, first thing you want to do is cleanse it, right? Although every Piku bracelet from Buddha Power has been cleansed and blessed by monks, all right? So they've been blessed by Tibetan monks. So every bead and the Piku itself has been blessed by monks. If you get a Buddha Power bracelet anywhere else other than Buddha Power, it's not been blessed by a monk and it'll not have the same energy. So when you first get your Piku, you can maybe cleanse it by the full moon. Pop it on your selenite. All right, and keep it on your selenite. And let the selenite cleanse it, etc. Sea salt, you can place the bracelet in sea salt to cleanse it in the sea salt as well. You can use sage to smudge it. Now, one thing you might notice when you're wearing the Piku, you'll hear like a click, like this, from time to time, right? The reason they say that the reason you hear clicks, it's not the beads clicking together, it's money, it's wealth coming in through the Piku. Because when I first got it, I thought, I can hear clicking noises. And the bracelet wasn't even moving, but I could hear like little clicking noises. But apparently it's as you can hear, that little click. Apparently it's a little Piku bringing in wealth. So you cleanse the whole bracelet. That's the first thing you must do. Then you put the bracelet on your dominant hand. And you place it so that the head is facing out the way. All right. Then you're going to never put your finger over the dragon's eyes. The dragon needs to see where it's drawn in the wealth. So I always touch the dragon's back or even the little spikes on his head. But I never touch his eyes. And the first thing I would say is, I welcome you, Piku, into my home, etc. And I'm letting you know that from here on in, I am your master. And I ask you to bring me wealth. And throughout the day, I might just give it a little touch and remind it, I am your master. All right, please bring me wealth and thank it, right? Now, like any spiritual tool or any particular spiritual animal, if you treat it wrongly, it's going to turn against you, right? And this is where the Piku bracelet has to be very careful. Piku doesn't, as I said before, Piku does not like dirt. So if you're doing your gardening, you're washing the dishes, and especially if you're going to the ladies' or the gents' room, remove Piku, all right? And place Piku anywhere but the bathroom, anywhere but the kitchen or anywhere near garbage or dirt, etc. Piku will turn against you if it is anywhere near dirt. So you got to keep Piku clean, right? Which is why he's not got an anal. He doesn't like anything that's dirty. So if I was going to the ladies' room, I would take Piku off. If I'm taking Piku off at all, I would place Piku at a window that is looking towards your front door or your back door or any particular door that's facing out. So in our home, we've got the living room window here and the door here. So I would take my Piku out, Piku off. I would place the Piku so that the head is facing the front door. So if the camera lens was my window, and this side of the camera lens was my door, I would place Piku with the head facing that way towards the door on the windowsill. All right? Because when you're not wearing Piku, you still want Piku to be bringing wealth in from the outside. So place him as close to a back or a front door or an exit looking out on the outside. So if I had Piku on and I was going to the bathroom or I was going to do some housework or cleaning, I would just take Piku off, place him on the windowsill next to the nearest one next to my front door. If your front door's the other side, just make sure that Piku is facing the door on the other side. All right? Remember, wherever Piku's head is, that's where the money flows in. So that's kind of a guiding form. So never allow Piku to do house cleaning with you. He don't like it, right? And he may stop bringing wealth into your home if you're going to constantly take him to the toilet with you or the ladies' room, etc. Obviously, if you're out on a night out or whatever, what you can do is slip and you needed to go to the ladies' room. You're not going to leave it on the windowsill because somebody run off with it. But you can take Piku off and put him in your handbag and close the bag so that he doesn't see the toilet. All right? As long as Piku doesn't touch any dirty areas or doesn't see any dirty areas, such as dirt, washing up liquid, you know, the grease in your washing up basin, etc. Piku's quite happy. He will bring abundance into your life all day, all night long, right? As long as you keep him clean and sparkling clean. He's happy. He's a happy Piku. Piku is the Chinese dragon. That's the name of the little dragon on the Buddha Power bracelet. He's a wealth, or another word for him is a wealth, Chinese or Japanese wealth dragon. And this is little Piku. He has the body of a dragon, and he has he has the head of a dragon, and the body and the legs of a horse. So he's part dragon, part horse. And the Piku's head is where the wealth comes in. So the Piku's head must always be facing out, away from you. If you're putting it on your wrist, if you're left-handed, wherever your pinky is, Piku's head should be facing the outside of your wrist, not the inside. So that wealth flows through Piku and comes to you. If the head's facing you, Piku's going to take the wealth from you and you're going to lose money, basically. But if you want to gain abundance and you want to gain riches, etc. and luck, then make sure that your Piku is always facing, whichever wrist that you decide to wear Piku on, make sure his head is facing. Again, Make sure you cleanse your piku when you first purchase piku. You can cleanse it with sage, the full moon, selenite, etc. Keep him away from any dirt. So don't take him into the bathroom with you, ladies and gents. Especially the gents, don't take him into the urinals because he's going to stop bringing you wealth. It's like, no, I don't want to see that, right? So always, whenever I'm going to the ladies' room, I will put Piku on my living room window with his head facing the front door, because our living room window's here and our door's this side. So I would put Piku facing the living room window but facing the door, so that when I'm going to the bathroom or I'm doing my housework and I don't want Piku to get dirty when I'm doing all of that, he sits on the windowsill. Once I've finished all of that, then I can take him off the windowsill, put him back on, remind him that I am his master and that I ask him to continue to bring me wealth. Never allow Piku's head to be higher than yours. All right? Because Piku needs to know that you're his master. Right? So if you have got Piku above you somewhere, like maybe you're sitting on, you may be sitting on a chair, and you might have a shelf unit like the one I've got on the back, and you might have Piku up on the shelf unit. Don't do that. All right? Because if Piku's head is higher than you, Piku sees you as he is your master. A lot of people make the mistake of, I don't want to take Piku off, so I will wear Piku to bed. Right? Well, if you're a married couple or a romantic couple or whatever else, the bed is the last place that Piku wants to be. Right? Two's company and three's a crowd. Right? And again, remember, we need to keep Piku clean. Right? So taking Piku to bed with you is definitely a no-no. Putting Piku in your bedroom at all when you are sleeping is definitely a no-no. All right? Because when you're lying down on your bed, everything else, like your shelf unit or your tables or whatever else, is above you. So if you've got Piku on your bedside table and you're sleeping below him, Piku could quite happily give you nightmares. Right? So you might see Piku in your dreams or your nightmares, etc., etc. And he certainly will not be bringing you wealth. So last thing at night, always put Piku on a living room window or a window that is facing your front door or your back door. And never take Piku into your bedroom. Make sure that whatever you're doing with Piku, that he is below you. As you can see, I've got him on my wrist. My head is higher than Piku's. If I had Piku on this hand and I was going to reach up to a shelf to get something, I wouldn't do it with Piku. I would use my other hand so that Piku has never got his head. So it's a really powerful bracelet, but it has a lot of rules and regulations to go with it. So that's something to bear in mind if you ever think about getting a Buddha Power Piku wealth bracelet. But if you treat Piku right, like any spiritual tool, and you treat Piku with respect, Piku will serve you for many, many years and bring you wealth and abundance. If you had Piku in statue form, again, if you had a Piku just in statue, you could actually just have like Piku sitting on a windowsill facing your door. And it's going to bring wealth into you're not going to carry a Piku statue all over the place with you, right? So it's not going to travel with you. So if it was a Piku statue, I would put the Piku statue on the windowsill face where its head is facing the doorway. Ah, hello, Jean Marie. Oh, the Pikachus. Yeah, there is a difference between Pikachus and Piku, or Piku, Piku. But yeah, Piku, oh, Pixiu. Some call it Pixiu. It's Pixu, Pixiu, but I call it Piku. It depends on how you pronounce it, but it is spelled Pixu. It's you can Google Piku and find out about the Chinese wealth dragon. The best place to buy Piku is Buddha Power. Now, there are two types of bracelets with the Piku on it. You have the bracelet like this one, which has just the one Piku. You also have a bracelet that has two Pikus that are facing each other. I prefer the one because if you've got two Pikus, in my mind or my way of thinking and knowing about the Piku rules, if you've got two Pikus where their mouths are facing each other, right, and they both bring in wealth, right, I guess you could say it's going to bring you double wealth. That's one way of looking at it. But I would be more concerned about, well, if they're facing each other, are they going to, give each other wealth? But really, when you think about it, if you've got two heads together, the wealth is going to flow up your arms anyway, because unlike the one Piku, where you've got to make sure the head is facing out the way all the time, with a double Piku, I suppose it wouldn't matter which wrist you had it on because the two mouths would be facing. But I just like the idea of the one Piku. It's all up to your preference. Yeah, the Pixu. That's it. Pixu. Yeah, there is a bead between the two dragons. Yeah. Ah, Jean Marie's got one. They are really powerful. And the minute that you put the bracelet on, you can actually feel the energy. It's hard to explain, but you can feel the energy of the bracelet as soon as you put that bracelet on. I just think I do like Piku. But again, remember to always touch the Piku throughout the day and say, I am your master, and I'm asking you to bring wealth and abundance. All right, you got to remind him that you are his master, right? You don't want him being your master. That would be a bad move. But as long as you follow the basic rules about Piku, then you won't go wrong. Piku will serve you all your life. And if you buy a bracelet and the bracelet is too large for you, you can go to a jeweler's and get the jeweler to take maybe one or two of the black beads so that it fits you snugly. I've got big bones. I took my bones off my dad, unfortunately. he was a large boned man. So when I got Piku bracelet, it fitted perfectly. It's not unusual to hear the bracelet click from time to time. You might think, what am I hearing? What is clicking? What beat, Why am I hearing little clicks every now and again? And it's the PQ bringing in the wealth. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Yeah, you can have black onyx ones on it. This one is black obsidian. These ones are the black obsidian beads on this one, but you can get black onyx ones as well. So it's very protective as well. It brings in money. So just for the ones that have just joined, for the rules that you have to adhere to with the Piku. One, when you get Piku, make sure he is cleansed. So you could take a selenite stick, just place your Piku on a piece of selenite or on, next to selenite. Let the selenite cleanse the Piku. Once it's cleansed, you can then pop it on your wrist. Always make sure you're putting it on your dominant hand. So if you are right-handed, place it on your right wrist. Make sure the head is facing your pinky. So if your hand is upright like this, the head of the Piku should be facing your pinky, so that it brings wealth in from the outside and wealth to you. If you have Piku's head facing towards you, it's going to steal your wealth and you'll lose money. If you're left-handed, same principle. Make sure that your Piku's head is facing outwards and its back is facing inwards. All right? So it's always going to be bringing money in from outside sources. Whenever you're in the toilet, the bathroom, whenever you're doing anything dirty, like emptying the garbage or doing the dishes or degreasing the oven, any dirty work, right? Or humpy dumpy loo in the bedroom, right? Please do not take Piku with you. Piku does not like dirt of any kind, especially sexy wexy dirt, right? He just does not like to watch you getting intimate, right? Or getting dirty in any way, shape or form. All right? So, yeah. Never ever take Piku into the bedroom with you. All right? When you're not wearing Piku, i.e. if you're going to the bathroom, you're going to bed at night, you're doing some housework, whatever, take Piku off. Make sure that he's on a windowsill that is overlooking, like facing your front door. So if you've got a window here and your door's this side, place Piku on the windowsill with his head facing the front door. And then off you pop to the toilet or to the bathroom or do your cleaning or go to bed at night. And then in the morning, simply just pick Piku up, place him on, remind him that you are his master and that during the day you would like Piku to bring you wealth and abundance. Never allow Piku's head to be higher than yours. So if you're wearing Piku and you want something from a high shelf, don't be tempted to reach up with your Piku so that Piku's head's higher than you. Reach up with your other hand. Right? If you're wearing Piku on a night out and you've got to go to the ladies' room, you don't want to be leaving it on the pub or the club windowsill. Somebody's going to nick off with your Piku. So it's okay to take your Piku off and place it in your handbag and close the handbag. As long as Piku can't see you doing your necessary in the ladies' room or the gents' room, Piku doesn't care. As long as he doesn't see the toilet or he doesn't see what you're doing in the toilet or the bathroom, that's fine. You can put PQ in your handbag when you're out and about. But if you're in the house and you're doing cleaning and you're going to the bathroom, take PQ off, place him on a windowsill where he's looking out or facing both outdoors and at your front door, so that he's continually bringing wealth into your home. Never leave him on a shelf that's higher than you, all right? Because then PQ sees himself as your master. I'm higher up than you, so therefore I will play around with your mind. So a lot of people who got their PQs dirty, for example, or they reached up to a high shelf, or they went to the beds and left PQ on a wardrobe, they had nightmares about the PQ coming and telling them what to do and where to go and all the rest of it. Because PQ will quite happily overpower its owner if you allow it to. It's like any animal or whatever. Treat it with respect. It will serve you well, but break all the rules, etc., and give it a chance. He will rule the roost, right? He'll want to be the alpha male, if you would like to call it that way. So it is a very powerful bracelet. I do recommend it, but bear in mind all of those rules and regulations. Also, make sure you're cleansing it on a regular basis. So if it's a full moon, put PQ or the Pixu out in the full moon, or on a moonlit windowsill, so that it cleanses the PQ. Or you can put the PQ bracelet in sea salt, run it through sage, smoke, whatever way you want to cleanse it. You'll know when it needs cleansed because you'll feel that the energy isn't as strong with the PQ. Yep, exactly. The wearer needs to be the alpha male. Oh, Miss Diane, you're more than welcome. Does anyone have any questions about the PQ before we finish with journaling? I'm just going to do a brief section about spiritual journaling. But if anyone has any, I'm just going to keep Pixu on now because I haven't had him on. That's another thing. If you do buy a Piku bracelet and you wear him all the time and then suddenly you just abandon him, you're going to have to go through the whole process of cleansing it and letting it know that you're its master. So you might think, well, I'm just going to put it away. For example, I haven't worn my Piku for quite a few months now. But he's always been sitting on the windowsill in our home, looking at the front door. So he's still bringing wealth into the house, but I haven't been wearing him. So he has kind of been neglected by me a little bit. Although when I pass him, I do still touch him when he's on the windowsill. So as soon as I put PQ on, I kind of just gave him a little tap and said, I'm your master. Please continue to bring wealth in. So be aware that if you do abandon PQ, go through the whole process again, just as you did when you first got the PQ. Oh no, did somebody troll you? Oh, do you know what? If people troll you or people are like asking you for readings or whatever, do you know what? I would just block them. I get a lot of people, following me, and then I follow them back, and then they're jumping in. Oh, do you want a reading? Blah blah blah. No, and they never take no for an answer. So I have no tolerance now. It's just a case of block and be gone. Oh, you're more than welcome. I love your name, my inner child. Yeah, but I don't have tolerance for that. And it's the same when I find a fake account that's maybe followed my account. I report it and then I block it. Because, I could take them to court for copyright, I could do all of that. But really, why should I pay my money to take them to court, etc., etc., etc.? When really, if I block them, they can't see me anyway. So a lot of the ones, if I do find a copied account, I will block it. Instant block straight away, no messing. Report it, block it, and I'm done. I've got a whole huge block list. My videos are all protected anyway. Nobody can download my videos on this account. My old account, when I first started with TikTok, I knew nothing about the settings, so a lot of my videos people could download if they wanted to, and then they made up fake accounts. So a lot of my fake accounts are videos or pictures of me maybe last year. And I look nothing like what I am today. I had my grey hair, or I had blonde hair, etc., etc. Even my parrots, the recent one that copied me had a video or a photo of my parrots. But they were in a different cage. Same parrots, but a different cage. So it's easy to tell my followers, and I always name and shame. If I find a fake account, I'm always naming and shaming that fake account. I don't care who they are. I've got mods that are always looking for different spellings of my account. And if my mods find a fake account, they screenshot it and then send me, because the last one blocked me so that I couldn't find their account. Bad move, because my moderators found the account, screenshotted it, and then I was able to send it to TikTok, report it, and in the same way, and said, well, I couldn't report this, but my moderators screenshotted it and gave me it, so I'm now reporting it to you as a fake account. Yeah, if you get one of these trolls or fake accounts come in and following you, the best way to deal with it is if you go to the little arrow. You know how on their profile, you've got like the little heart, then you've got a chat, and then you've got the three dots or a little arrow. If you hit that, and it'll give you the option, or if you hit their sort of little box, the three dots at the top of their profile, it will give you an option to report. Click report, and there's different options like fake account or scammer or whatever. in my case, if they're copying my account, I will say imitating someone else. Who's that someone else? Me. And then I will report it and then I'll block it. Because just deleting it doesn't do anything. But if you block them, they can't find you on TikTok. So they can't stalk you again. So always report and block. And a lot of people will say to me, Lady Moonlight, why don't you get a backup account? Because what if one of your followers or what if a troll or a scammer was to report you and you lost your account? Well, one, if they reported me, I would damn well appeal it, because you can appeal, especially if we've done nothing wrong. I've had a few people report me, and I've appealed it, and I've won the appeal every time, because when TikTok look back on the appeal, they see that I'm squeaky clean. There's nothing on my TikTok that is breaking any TikTok rules. Why would I not get a backup account? If you've got a main account and you've got a backup account, right? People are more liable to mistrust you, because they're going to be saying, wait a minute, Lady Moonlight's got one account and then she's got a backup account. And one thing that scammers will click on to very, very quickly is that person has the backup account. So I don't need to copy their main account. I can simply put Lady Moonlight backup. And I can steal a couple of photos or screenshot a couple of photos, make up a fake account and say it's a backup account. That's why you will never find me having a backup account. And I will always say, I will never have a backup account. Right? If I ever lost this account totally, I would be more than happy to work my way up to another 1,000 followers, etc., and start all over again, rather than have a backup account that somebody else could. It's easier for a scammer to copy a back account than it is a main account. And I see lots of people on TikTok have backups, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, if I was a scammer, I'd be saying, okay, what do I copy, the main account or the backup? I'll just go for the backup. Because while the main account's doing something else, I can be scamming people using the backup. And saying, oh, I got my account stopped, but I'm using my backup. This is the real me. Nope. That's why I will never get a backup account. Do you know what? Sometimes that's the best way. And a lot of people will say to me, Lady Moonlight, go private. Go totally private so nobody can see anything. Bad thing about that is, if I go private, I can't go live. If you put your privacy settings to private, TikTok won't allow you to do your lives. And I'm sure you would all miss me if that was to happen. But yeah. Oh, definitely. I would rather stand and fight for my account than have a backup account. Absolutely, Jean Marie. Without any question of a doubt. I've had my account reported umpteen times, and I've always won the appeal. There's a lot of people that lose their account and they don't even appeal because they think, well, what's the point? I'm going to lose the appeal. Hell no, right? If you appeal and say, either give me my account back or I'm taking you to court, TikTok will give you your account back. Because they'll just look at your account and say, actually, you know what? I don't know why that person reported your account, because there's nothing on your account that breaks our community guidelines. Oh, Jean Marie. Mwah. Do you know what? I love this is why I will stand and fight to keep my account. Absolutely every time. Um, and I know that if ever I lost my account, you would have Bluebell or somebody, one of my mods would let all my followers know that I would be coming back with a brand new account. And then I've got so many followers, I would get probably my 1,000 followers back in no time to go live. But that hasn't happened yet, and I'm remaining positive. You know, and I think scammers know that if I find a fake account or my moderators find a fake account, I will name and shame them. I will do a video on my timeline, you know, on my profile, and I will name the hell out of them, and I'll let my followers know and my moderators know, do not follow this account in any way, shape or form. So I still have my account. Oh, Miss Diane, I would miss you all. Honestly, hand on heart, I would miss absolutely everyone here. I would absolutely miss them. All right. Before I end tonight's one, I'm going to go and talk a little bit about journaling. Because if you've never journaled, you're missing out spiritually in every way, shape or form. If you've already seen a lot of my readings, you will see that a lot of cards come out about journaling, keeping dream journals, thoughts journals, abundance journals, diaries, etc., etc. And I am one of these ones that have about 12 or 13 journals. And I would pick up my dream journal and I would do my dream journal. Then I would pick up my affirmations and I would do my affirmations. Then I would pick up my thoughts journal and I would fill in my thoughts journal. Then I would pick up my goals and my to-do lists. And I would just go from one to another, to another, to another. And then I would fill in my daily diary. And I would just go through, and then if I had my grimoire to do with all my spell work and the things that, and my healing and stuff, I would be there for quite a few hours. That was until recently when I found this bad boy, which is the P. Louise I'm a Go-Getter diary. Now on the front it has, there will be doubters, non-believers, and haters. And then there is you. Focused with consistent hustle. I love this because if you want something in life, you got to hustle for it. You got to fight for it. And then it has little designs here, and it has success, plan, dream, and dreams. I'm a go-getter, and then it's got become the CEO of your own life, which is absolutely beautiful. It's time to embark on your journey. And your destination, success. How beautiful is that? Comes in pink or blue. Of course, I had to get the pink. Blue doesn't quite go with my purple, but pink kind of goes with my purple hair. But look how thick this journal is and how beautiful this P. Louise journal is. Isn't it beautiful? It is. On the side of it, it's got it's even got stuff written on. Everything about this is to motivate you to be the best version of yourself. Covers your family, your home, your life, your success, your dreams, your goals, your affirmations, everything is in one book. At the top it's got You Are Here, passion, hard work, determination, consistency. If you want something to happen, you got to be consistent. Resilience, and your final destination is success. And then on the back it's got all about the P. Louise. So on the back it has, I'm a go-getter. Be prepared to achieve unimaginable things. Babe, you already have what it takes. Start exactly where you believe in where you are heading and achieve the unachievable. The next 12 months will be for lessons, learning, and transformation. Let today be the start of something new. This diary will not only motivate you to aim higher, but will guide you on how to fall in love with the process of becoming the very best version of yourself. It's time to take the plunge and focus on your attention of leveling up your life, because the best time for new beginnings is right this second. Step into a routine of surpassing all ordinary expectations, and instead step into a routine of instead strive for greatness. Let's begin to starve our distractions and feed our focus. We are the energy in the room. And then it's got, are you prepared to invest within yourself? How positive does that sound already? And that's just reading the back of the book. You're one decision away from a totally different life, because we cannot become what we want by remaining what we are. Brace yourself to begin a journey of goal setting, manifestation, and success. It's time to delve deeper into your mind and begin prioritizing the dreams and the aspirations you desire. So highly let your success be noise. Put your foot on the gas, babe, and let us embark on this journey to destination success, irregardless of hiccups and traffic along the way. By planning your journey carefully, you can put your confidence in knowing you will always arrive where you want to be, as long as you are focused, dedicated, and resilient. And so let the adventure begin. How beautiful is that? And that's just the cover. Isn't it just? It is. It is absolutely massive. Right? But that's just the cover. Wait till you see what is inside. So you have a glossy section to begin with, as you can see. And then as you get into the diary bit, it's more paper. But yeah, this is huge. And what I'm going to do is let me take my iPad off the stand and let's go through the book together, because I think I can reverse this. Let's see if I can reverse it. Can I reverse this camera? I should be able to reverse it somewhere. Doo-doo. Let me see if I can reverse this camera. There should be a reverse button here. Bum bum. Where did I see the reverse? Sometimes when you just tap it, it will kind of go. Let me see if we have got a reverse button here. What does this more do? Oh, flip camera, there we go. Let's flip, there we go. Yay, we've got, all right. So we got the book on the table now. Yeah, actually, it actually only takes a year to, this is a year. This book will take you a year to complete it. So this is the first page. So as you can see, it's all in gold writing. Is this one day or day one? You decide. And then it's got I'm a Go-Getter, introduction. So you've got all the introduction on how to use the diary. Then your second page, focus on your goals. Don't look in any direction but ahead. I'm about to step into my most successful journey of my life so far. And then, of course, it's got all of this. P.S. If you're not doing what you love, you are simply wasting your time. And then, of course, what's your current location? Starting day one, building my spiritual business. What will be your final destination? Successful business and more spiritual clarity. So that is me making where I am now, where I want to be. Then it's got a section on how to set your goals, how to go ahead and set your goals. The pages are absolutely beautiful in this. So then your first section, health. Make yourself and your health a priority. Everyone knows the saying, health is wealth. So if you're not healthy and you're not feeling well, you're never going to achieve your goals. So then it will say to you, what do you want to do? What do you want to change as far as your health goes in the next 12 months? So in the year ahead, right? For me, I want to focus on eating healthy, making sure that I'm being as healthy as I can, herbal stuff rather than stuff, doing more exercise, getting outdoors more. So that would be my 12-month goal. Then your 3 years goal. Where do you want to be in 3 years' time as far as your health goes? So you would write your 3-year goal. And then your 5-year goal. So you would write down your 5-year goal. And there's plenty space for adding or taking away stuff on. I know, isn't it lovely? It's absolutely beautiful. All the writing is in gold. It's beautiful. Your second section is wealth. All right, so look at that beautiful writing. Become completely committed to achieving financial freedom. Success is a choice. You alone decide what you want and how you will achieve it. So it's got all of this to guide you through how to bring more wealth and abundance into your life. And again, your 12-month goals, I haven't filled that one in yet. Your 3-year goals and your 5-year goal. Your next section is career. When you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life. How true is that? My work is giving readings and teaching all you lovely people, and I absolutely love doing it. So to me, it's not work. So that resonates highly with me. If you're doing a job that you hate, then maybe it's time to change your job, sort of thing, to something that you love. Because if you love doing something, you're going to be successful at it. So I love the career section as well. Until you own everything, nothing will change. What's the other one? The first step towards getting what you want in life is understanding what that actually is. So you can see how positive it is. Isn't it really beautiful? It's absolutely, yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of things that resonate with me that I'm thinking my gran told me that, or my dad told me that, or my auntie told me that. And I'm like, I'm loving this book. And that's before I even got into the diary bit. So again, for the career section, you've got 12 months, 3 year, and you've got the 5 year goals. Your next section, family, right? Because you are so loved. Family, a group of people who genuinely love, trust and care about and look out for each other. A little bit of crazy, a little bit of loud and a whole lot of love. I love that. They are the people you cherish today and always. One, love, commitment, time, communication, etc. There is no point making it to the top if you have no one to enjoy the view with you. How true is that? And family doesn't have to be blood family. Family can be friends and, friends and people around you that want to see you succeed and want to support you. Like everyone here, you support me and I love supporting all of you. To me, that's family. All the people that have joined Hippie with me, they are family. It doesn't have to be blood. So the people that you take on your journey with you, what are your goals for you and them for 12 months, 3 years and your 5 year goal? Your next section, relationships, because we all have relationships in life. Yeah, like all of us on here, exactly. This is a forever thing, not a whatever thing. Who you are is who you attract. It all goes hand in hand. You'll be amazed at what you attract after you start believing in what you deserve. One less passenger means extra room allow for something or someone special and better. How good is that? These are just sections of it. I could go on, I would be here all night reading it, but I'm just going through the main points. Riding solo in your own journey allows you to solely focus on your own goals and ambitions. And again, for that section, you've got the 12 months, the 3 years and the 5 years. Then you've got self-love. To me, self-love is everything. Yep, our tribe, our vibe. I love that. Fall in love with the process of becoming the very best version of you. How you envision yourself and your mindset is crucial to your journey to success. Always be striving for more within yourself. Be kind to yourself, then let your kindness fill the world. I love that. Self-care and self-love is giving the world the best of you instead of what's left of you. I love that. Yeah, when you vibe, it's your tribe. Exactly. 12-month goals, 3-year goals, 5-year goals. Then, of course, you've got people with goals will succeed because they know where they are going. All right. So then it's got lots of advice on that section. Are you ready to live the dream life you've so long sought after? Are you getting the simple things at night, ensuring your goals are realistic and attainable, working hard towards your goal, not making excuses for your actions, not understanding yourself? Are you willing to fail before achieving? because sometimes you do. Embracing the repercussions of your actions, and be willing to make sacrifices. Put your foot on the gas, babe. It's time to set off on your journey. How good is that? Then your next page. Stay focused on yourself, babe. Direct your attention to your own journey. The road of opportunity. Old routes won't open. Success is that way. Attitude is everything. How beautiful is that? And again, what I like about it is all of this beautiful gold writing. Then, of course, know your lane. Find the direction. Because what if everything you are going through is preparing you for what you asked for? And then by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. The tougher the journey, the sweeter the victory. How true is that? Sometimes you have to go through hell. Yeah, exactly. Lady Moonlight team. I love that. We're all on the Lady Moonlight team. So my vibe that's going to come with me on this journey is all of you lovely people. So on a scale of 10, how happy are you with your current life? I am being completely unhappy with your life, or being content, or being happy, etc. On a scale of 10, how much effort are you willing to put into changing your life, etc. So we've got sections that are asking you certain questions, and if you answer those questions, it gives you a deeper insight into yourself, because it's asking you questions that you would probably not normally ask yourself, and I love that. So you've got all of this section of questions and answers that you can fill in your own time, which I absolutely love. Then it's got the different lanes. Destination success, straight ahead. There are no speed limits. The fast lane. There are no speed limits on the road to success. And then, of course, direction is more important than speed. Some people are going nowhere fast. So it's kind of like, it asks, by filling in these questions, it'll tell you whether you are on a fast lane, middle lane, or slow lane to your goals. Because sometimes we don't know. I know. Do you know what? I love doing that, putting reminders everywhere. So then you've got the fast lane. Are you on the middle lane? So you would answer the questions here. It would tell you whether you are or you're not on the middle lane. Or are you on the slow lane? Obviously, I'm not going to go through every single thing in the introductory side of the book because it would take me forever. So I'm just going to skip these sections. Who's riding with you? My team, of course. Everybody that's riding with you isn't riding for you. Let the gas run out, babe, and see who helps you push it. How true is that, right? A lot of my readings, you'll hear me say, the people that you help, are they there when you need help? If not, they're not the ones that are going to push your car when it runs out of gas, right? So they're not going to help you with your goals, and, they're going to take all of the gas. When your gas runs out, they're going to head off and leave you with a car, an empty tank, etc. So I love that as well, because that's kind of a reminder of that. And again, of course, you've got all the questions that will help you choose the right people to vibe with you. Isn't it great? This is a fantastic book. Let's take business. It's time to secure your future. career questions and answers. So these are questions and answers that will help you decide, what do you want in your career? What do you want to achieve in your goals in your career? Then it's got savings. How are you going to save? What are your tips? And what are your goals for 12 months, 3 years and 5 years? How much would you like to save in a year? How much would you like to have saved in 3 year and 5 year? So you're set, by writing in a total here, you're making yourself accountable. So if you put a total there, you're going to, when you look back on this every day, you're going to say, right, that was what I need to do in a year. 6 months on, you look back on that and say, have I reached that? Or am I only a couple of pounds away from that? So you can see where you're going just by reading back. And that's the importance of doing this journal, is every month or two, read back everything that you've written. And you can see at a glance your progress. Then we've got your career as well. Irreplaceable career. They don't complete where they don't compare. Nobody is you, and that is your superpower. It's time to level up. How true is that? There is nobody like me. There is nobody like you, right? That is our superpower. Every one of us is different. And every one of us is unique. And it's our uniqueness and our difference that are going to push us to success. And then, of course, you've got more sections on questions and answers. The sky is the limit. Reach for the stars. And this is the time difference in the time scale for success. Time for scales. So, what's a good month? What's a bad month? And then you've got success, plan, and dream. Start from nothing and step up. And step for nothing. So, your target for the year. So you would put, how much do I want to make in a year? And then each month, how much have you saved? Or how much have you made each month? And then when you get to the end of the year, have you reached the total that you wanted to save? I know, they're good, aren't they? On Amazon, these are about between £40 and £50. Right now on TikTok, which is why I got this, they're £21 in the sale. The P. Louise diaries, and they come in pink or blue. So I grabbed mine when it was 21. I would be more than happy to pay £50 for it because it's such an amazing book. But I'm thinking, well, if I got it for 21, I'll get it for 21. So then you've got attraction, believe, achieve, receive, and maintain. And you've got all the questions and sections in that one. And this is just the beginning. This isn't even getting into the diary. And then you've got your vision board. So, dream luxury dreams, dream holiday. What's your dream car? What's your dream home? So if you've got a car in mind, you'd like a certain car, put a picture of your car here. If you want to get a dream home, pop a picture of your dream home here because it reminds you. Who do I do it for? Dream luxury. I've done. I will. I can. All positive. I am. And I love how positive this is. You've got this. So every step is positive. I love, how beautiful is this? This is my favourite little page. Look at how stunning that is. Manifestation mission. Life is like a mirror. If you smile at it, it smiles right back. every morning and night. Find a quiet, calm and peaceful place where you can look into your mirror alone. Look straight into your own eyes in the mirror. Reflect on your goals and repeat these to yourself in the mirror. Rehearse them and learn them. Also, reflect on your positive worth and value and let the feeling of self-love and self-compassion overjoy you and because you are worth it. As you continue to look at yourself, rehearse affirmations that will help you to achieve your goals and ultimate self-love. Repeat these exercises on a daily basis with weekly reviews to consider how it is influencing you and improving your life. With a couple of affirmations here that you can use. I am a magnet to success. I can achieve anything I want. I am completely able to achieve all my goals without hesitation. There is nothing that can hold me back. I am attracting health, wealth and happiness into my life. I will succeed financially and in all aspects of my life. And then we've got, let me try and get this in focus. I am focused, persistent and will never quit no matter what road blocks I may face. How positive is all of that? And then you've got this section here, 365 boxes. Now each day that you fill your diary in, you tick off. So I've still to fill in today's one. I do that at the end of my night. So my day 3 will be ticked at the end of tonight. And then you can see at a glance, have I missed any days? A missed day is a missed opportunity. So I like that. I do like that section. Then we leave the glossy pages behind. And it's saying month 1, ready, set, go. And this is where it comes on to the normal pages, the less glossy pages, but still really nice. Babe, take a deep breath. This is just a chapter. It is not your whole story. Every journey must start from somewhere. And that's where we are now. This month is going to be crucial for your overall success. Make this month an amazing start to your journey. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. The beautiful journey of today can only begin when we learn to let go of yesterday. Focus on your goals. You've got this. How good is that? Oh, good night, Kelly. Thank you for joining us. We're just about finished anyway because we kind of got onto the diary bit. So then every day, this is your diary bit. So we start on the Monday. I started mine on the Monday. So this one kind of gives you a glance at the month ahead, what your goals are, etc., etc. Important notes, so write down any important notes that you want to focus on during the month. And then you start on Monday, right? So today's intentions, put yourself at the top of your to-do list, your ideas. What are your ideas? Write down your ideas. And then what's your priorities for that day? So every day you're doing a to-do list. And every day you're ticking yourself, have I done that? So you would write all your things that you've got to do. And as you do each one, you're ticking it off. And if you don't do one, you do kind of like do a hyphen here. And And then, of course, you've got today is your opportunity to build for encouragement. Start each day with a great gratitude heart. What and who are you grateful for today? So my first day, I was grateful for my fiance, my home, money, to put food on the table and pay bills. Today's manifestation. I desire the money to invest and grow my business by showing up on TikTok every day. So and then of course you go on to the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and so forth. And you've got a whole year of doing that with, at the end of every month, you can have a check on every, look in the mirror, how far have I come in that month? What have I done in that month? Have I achieved my goals, etc.? And as you can see, it is massive. It's a huge, huge book. But for £21, I thought, you know what, when I'm doing the spiritual night, everything that this for me fits 4 or 5 journals into one book. Yeah, the author is P. Louise. So it is the this is the author, P. Louise. And it's the I'm a Goal Getter diary. So it's P. Louise, I'm a Goal Getter diary. The cheapest place at the minute that you can get it on is on TikTok. On TikTok, I've priced both of them. I don't know if Bluebell can type that. Yeah. Yes, you can get it in the USA. It's on TikTok Shop. So TikTok is in the USA. If you go to the For You page and you've got like a little question mark, a search button, just type in the search, P. Louise, I'm a goal getter diary. And it'll come up with lots of sellers on there. But if anybody would like me to send them a link to this, please message me and I will send the TikTok link with the because I've still got the video with the seller's link that I got this on my TikTok. It's still on my saved. So if anyone wants me to send them the link in DM or message me after this live and say, could I have the P. Louise link? And I'll share it with you. Yep. I'll just show you that title again. So it's P. This is just for Bluebell. P. Louise. I'll just leave it there so that Bluebell can type that. So that's P. Louise. And then it's IMMA, IMA, Goal, GOAL, Getter. I'm a goal getter. Yep, P. Louise. That's it. I'm a Goal Getter diary. But if anybody does want the link to it, let me just put my camera back. If anybody does want the link to it, do let me know, because I can share the link for anyone that wants it. Do I think it's worth it? Hell yeah. I just think, because what I tend to do with the TikTok shop is I'll look for something. If I see something on TikTok, I'll look at it, and then I'll go to Amazon and I'll compare TikTok or Amazon. Do I get it from Amazon? Do I get it from TikTok? Whoever's cheapest. So when I saw this for 21 on TikTok, I went to Amazon. The cheapest one on Amazon that I could see was £42. Whereas on TikTok, in the UK TikTok, it was only £21 with 85 pence postage. So £21 and 85 pence for this whole this whole box. It also comes, I don't know if I've got the box in here. I've actually taken a photo of the box. It comes in a very pretty box as well. It just doesn't come like this. It comes in a very fancy box, which I've got in the living room just now. But even the box that it gets posted in, it's all gold writing. It's little gingerbread men on there. There's little cute figures on there. It's you know, I won't throw the box out. The box is just too pretty to throw out. Yeah, it's exactly the same P. Louise diary on Amazon, and they want £45 for it. Whereas on TikTok it's only 21 in the sale just now. The lady that did this first, she said she bought hers last year and it was £50 last year. So this year she says she actually bought two. She bought a pink and a blue one. So she says, I've got a diary for 2 years for the same price I paid for one. She says, I just got it while it was on sale. But yeah, P. Louise, I'm a Go-Getter diary. Well worth £21. And anyone that knows me knows that if I like something, I'll shout about it. That has cut my journaling in half, let me tell you. The only other extra journal I do other than that now is my dream journal. So I do my dream journal and my grimoire, but then everything else goes in the P. Louise, which cuts my day in half, which I absolutely love. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know. Oh, you're more than welcome. Do you know what? I've had an offer from TikTok to join TikTok Shop, but I don't know a lot about it. Um, you know, I've got, the way I see it, I've kind of got my hippie shop, and I've also got my skincare one as well. Filter La Cera skincare shop. So I'm thinking, do I really want to go on and add TikTok shops to it as well? And I'm thinking, no, because TikTok will then send you a whole load of stuff that I probably, some of the stuff would be handy, but then some of the stuff wouldn't. Um, so what I tend to do is I just scroll through TikTok, and if I see something on somebody else's page that has joined the TikTok shop, I would just rather buy the one item, and then I'm not committing to earning extra money off TikTok through the TikTok shop. Plus, when you do it through TikTok shop, I believe that TikTok take a fraction of, you don't earn that much selling off TikTok shop. and you're gonna be you know, to get business going on your TikTok shop, you would have to be on TikTok all the time, like some of the TikTok sellers that you see on the For You page, continually selling and promoting products. That's not me. I'm not a hard hustle seller. I'm kind of the one that if I like something on Hippie, and I buy it, I show it. That's me. That's the kind of seller that I am. It's a bit like my incense burner. I bought it, I loved it, I showed it, and then all of a sudden I had like 4 people jumping on my shop to buy the incense burner. Right? That's kind of that's my extent to online selling. If I haven't tried it, I won't promote it. I won't sort of shout about it. So yeah, that's kind of who I am. So a bit like the hippie crystals. I buy the crystals, and I love them, like the selenite wand. As soon as I got that, I'm like, I need to share this because I did not believe how big this was. And I got this in the hippie sale, and they always got crystal sales on as well. And I didn't believe that I could get this for £8.50. I think it was £8.50 for this very large selenite. Rio does not like crystal selenites, but I could not believe that I got this huge. I mean, it's it's bigger. It's about the size of my. In fact, it's probably bigger than my arm. But it is massive, and I'm thinking, and it didn't look that big in the actual book. But when I got it, and I thought, bleeding Nora, where am I going to put this? Who am I going to whack over the head with this? But yeah, but it's I guess out of all my crystals that I've got so far from Hippie, my favourite ones are the selenite one. I do like my oops, I'm dropping all my crystals here. I do like my Labradorite fairy, but I think my favourite Labradorite, even though I love the little fairy, is this one just because of the massive sparks in this one. I mean, they are just, that just blows my mind, that piece of Labradorite. But when you put it on that side, it's like, wow. So my Labradorite, I guess, is so far this one. I love all Labradorite and I love all the different flashes, but this one I think is the one that has the biggest flash in it, which I just think is stunning. I could sit and play with this all day just to find the different flashes in it. Even has little flashes on the top as well if you really look for the different flashes on the selenite, on the Labradorite, sorry. But it is absolutely, that's one of my favourite crystals. Oh, Bluebell, I definitely will. I definitely will. Absolutely, I will. Would you be able to share it on the Hippie Gypsy Moonwitch Facebook group at all? Oh, duet the live too. Oh, bless. Oh, I love that. Last year I made a load of crystal bracelets, and I've been meaning to start making them again because I love making crystal bracelets and cleansing them and stuff like that. But I think I've just been so focused just now on getting my TikTok up this year, getting my Witches Coven up and running, and trying to build my own the Hippie Gypsy Moon Witch business up and running as well. If anyone would like me to save this video and put it onto my YouTube channel, please let me know, because I can download this video at some point and I can put it onto my Lady Moonlight YouTube channel, so that if you want to look back on everything that we've discussed tonight, everything will be on the YouTube channel. Yes, definitely. Oh, Miss Diane, you know what? Go with your instinct. I was on the phone to Bluebell earlier on today, and I was telling her about the P. Louise book, and I said, I've been sitting watching people on TikTok talk about this book for about 5 months. Humming and hawing, do I get it? Do I not get it? Should I just wait? Surely it can't be that much of a good book, etc., etc. So I was 5 or 6 months, I sat on the fence, humming and hawing. I don't know if that book's gonna, am I gonna get that book? And then if I do get the book, am I gonna like it? Or am I gonna hate it? Do you know what? I wish I had got this like 6 months ago. And I wish I hadn't waited. Because it's like going into, have you ever been into a clothes shop? I've done it many times. And you see a dress on the rack. And you look at the price tag and you think, I like that dress, but it's a little bit too expensive. I don't see me wanting to pay that much money for a dress. And then you go home without it. And all day, all you can see in your mind is that dress. And then you wake up in the morning and all you can think about is that dress, right? Because that dress is calling you. That's a bit like the P. Louise book with me. Every single day. And then if I was flicking on TikTok, I kept seeing it everywhere. And I'm like, that's a sign in itself. But I still hesitated for quite a while. Where are you going? Excuse me. Where are you going? Where are you going? Rio de Janeiro. Where are you going? Well, he's off on a wander. I don't know where he's going. He's away around the other side of the cage. Oh my goodness me. Anyway, as I was saying, you don't know... excuse me, Leo. Do you want to come? Come on then. Come on then. You want to come back here? There you go. Want to go? You want to go in here? There you go. There you go. He wants... I think he's finding his way back to the cage. There we go. He was trying to get back into the cage and he lost his way, so he's now back in the cage, bless him. But yeah, that's kind of what I was like with my book. I was like that. I need to go, and you think, right, I'm going to go back to the dress shop and I'm just going to buy the dress. To hell with it. That's kind of what I do. But yeah, I'm so glad I got that book. It's cut my journaling in time. But when you sit and fill the book in every day, it keeps your mind positive. I find that I'm a lot more... I've always been positive-minded anyway. But filling in that book every day has kept me focused and has kept my determination is stronger. my belief in myself is stronger, because it's kind of like having somebody there to give you a pep talk every day. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I know, he was away looking for his supper. Honestly, I think he tried to come off the door. I don't know if you can see him. Let's see. He tried to come off the door and get back into his cage. Kind of lost his footing somewhere along the line, and instead of going in the door here, um, he went round the other side of the cage, and he's looking round. He peeked his head round the corner as if to say, excuse me, Mum, I think I'm lost. Can you help me find the door of the cage? So, yeah, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's sitting munching into his food. He's like, I've been sitting here for like a few hours with my mum, and it's time for me to go and have some munchies. Yeah, definitely. If I can download, what I'll do, um, if I can download the actual video and share it on my TikTok page, I'll do that, because it will have the link to get the P. Louise diary. But if not, if no one can find it, please message me and I will send you the link to it. Absolutely not a problem. Um, does anyone have any questions before we end tonight? And I hope everybody has found something useful tonight in all of... We've covered quite a lot tonight. And it's been nice. It's been a nice little break from me not having to do card readings for one night. So it's been nice. So does anyone have any questions before we finish off tonight? It is a beautiful book. And Bluebell, you know what? You're right. Pictures don't do it justice. I mean, I've got pictures of the... In fact, that's a point. I'm glad you said that, Bluebell. I do have... I've put a video and pictures of this book on my TikTok and my Facebook. But as Bluebell says, the pictures don't do it justice. But showing it like... That's why I wanted to come on tonight during spiritual chat and show you it in person so that you can actually see for yourself. Sometimes pictures aren't that great. You know, they'll give you an idea, but when you actually see it live or you do a video of it, it makes such a difference. Oh, you're more than welcome. I'm so glad you've all learned something. Yeah, we definitely need a family. Oh, Bluebell, I'm so glad you enjoyed tonight as well. I'm so glad all of you wonderful ladies have found this live interesting. Do you know what? It's gave me a chance just to sit with you wonderful ladies and just let our hair down for a wee while, get away from the card reading for one night and just talk about all the things that we're passionate about. You know, crystals, books, journaling, even PQ. all of that. It's just been lovely. I am back tomorrow night and Friday night to do my card readings. So it's gift readings Thursday and Friday, but for my subscribers, the readings are free. And for Miss Diane, Bluebell, could you take a note of Miss Diane, please? Because I know she's not a subscriber, but I do appreciate Miss Diane and the support that she gives us. So Miss Diane, every time that I go live, you will automatically, if you're on my live, you will automatically go on my readings list. Oh, Miss Diane, you are more than welcome. Do you know what? One thing that I do, and Bluebell will tell you, is, not everybody on TikTok can gift, and not everybody on TikTok can subscribe, and I get that. But from time to time, I see, Bluebell will tell you I'm one of the best people readers on this planet, and I think it's just who I am. I'm kind of like a starseed, and I can read people really, really well. But what is more important to me is those that show up and support me day in, day out, night in, night out, like Jean Marie, like Miss Diane, like Bluebell, etc., etc. And when they give me the support, then that means that speaks volumes. So, Miss Diane, you are going to be on our list. Bluebell will put you on my honorary team list. Right, I'm gonna have my little special team, and in that special team, my special teamies will automatically get added to the readings list, free of charge. She does. And you know what? Every time I'm on a live, Miss Diane's always there. Every single time. She's one of the names that I see time and time again. And that's why I thought, do you know what? Even before I came on live tonight, I thought if Miss Diane shows up, I'm going to get Bluebell to add her as an honorary so that Miss Diane can be added into our little vibe. If you vibe with me, you're in my tribe. That's right. Jean Marie vibes, right? Bluebell, Kelly vibes, right? Joe Boxer vibes in our tribe as well. Everybody that's been here tonight definitely vibes. Oh, Jean Marie, I absolutely adore you, sweetheart. And you brighten my night just as much as I brighten yours, and that's the beauty of a true vibe tribe. And even Rio is an honorary vibe tribe. I think Rio's everybody's vibe. You'd think you would think this guy, I don't know if you can see him, you would think this guy had been working his little socks off. Look at him, he's eating for Scotland. He's like, this is hard work listening to my mum all night, so I'm just going to sit here and eat my weight in seed. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely it is. If any of you are on Facebook, do look up the Hippie Gypsy Moon Witch Facebook group. I've got several groups. I've got a music group. I've got the Hippie Gypsy Moon Witch Facebook group. That's my spiritual community group. and then I've got the Hippie Gypsy, Hippie Moon Witch page as well. All the links are on my TikTok bio. So just if you go into my website on my bio, I think if you scroll left 3 times on the 3rd page, that's all my social media links. So if you go to Facebook, if you go to the Facebook groups, Facebook pages, look for the Hippie Gypsy Moon Witch or the Hippie Moon Witch page, and you can add, click on that. It takes you straight to the page if you're on Facebook. Yep, definitely. So yeah, so I will be back Thursday and Friday. Saturday and Sunday is my days off, but you've still got me for another 2 nights, ladies. So I'm going to be nipping your boxes for 2 nights. I'm still going to be here tomorrow night, and I'm going to be here on Friday night as well. And I know Bluebell, and I'm sure Joe Boxer and probably Lulu will pop on as well. Good night, Lisa B. Lisa B, thank you so much for joining us. If anyone has any questions, including Lisa or Lisa B, Miss Diane, or any of you here, if you've got any questions or you want a link to the book, or you want any more information on the stuff that you've seen tonight, my message box is always open, both on here and Facebook. So I'm gonna let poor Bluebell get some rest, and Lulu as well. I've just seen Lulu popping on. Bless you, should be resting, Lulu. I'm gonna take this little guy for his supper. I'm gonna probably give my hungry man through there his supper as well. Lots of love and bright blessings to everyone, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. I will save this video, I think, and I'm going to put it onto my YouTube channel so that people can watch it again on YouTube if they want to. So till then, love and bright blessings. See you all tomorrow. Yay, Miss Diane will be here. Good night, Bluebell. Good night, Lisa B. Good night, Jean Marie. And anyone, good night, Lotus and Light. Ah, Lotus and Light. I got you in the music group. So I seen the Priscilla in the music group. So I will, if you go into that, I've added you to the music group. So if you look through the music group, you'll see a link that takes you to the Hippie Gypsy Moon Witch group. Click on that link in the music group and it'll take you to my group as well. Because I did see your join request and I've actually approved it tonight. So you are in the music group. Love you all. Oh, bless. If you can't find it, message me or Lulu, not Lulu. Message me, Lulu or Bluebell. We'll send you the link to the groups. Not a problem at all. Or you'll find them on my website page. If you scroll left on this live, it takes you to my profile page, I think. I'm not sure, but it's one direction or the other. Or if you click on my name on the live, it takes you to my profile. there's a little website link on there. Click on the website link, and then it's a third page along, and then scroll up on the third page and you'll see all my social media links on there. And it's just one click and you're there. No problem. PM me anytime. All right, folks. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Gonna feed this little hungry guy, although he's making a start already. And I will catch you all tomorrow night. Thank you, Bluebell and Lulu. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you to all my mods. Thank you to all my subscribers, and thank you to all my followers as well. I absolutely love all of you. And I couldn't be here doing what I do without all of you. So thank you. Huge thank you from me to you. See you all tomorrow. Love and blessings.